Hello, my Aquarians. Welcome to Amethyst Moon Tarot. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for all of your love and support. If you're new to the channel, this is my first batch of weekly readings. I have some daily readings for all signs, but for the time being, these are my first weekly readings, so hopefully there are messages here for you. Hopefully this resonates with you, feels right for you. This reading is for approximately the next week or so. And it's just a message that the universe wants to share, things that you might need to know for the upcoming week. It is for all Aquarians watching, so if it doesn't resonate with you, if it doesn't speak to you, no worries. There might be still some messages here for you. Or perhaps this is a message that you need to share with someone else. So let's see what we get for our oracle card for this week. This is going to be our overall feeling, just how it's going to be for the next week. Partnership for the new age. It's time to welcome it. Well, Aquarians. Is there a new relationship starting? This is a very romantic looking card, a very beautiful card. And the partnership doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be a new friendship. It could be a new child, new pets. Whatever it's going to be, I'm feeling that this is a connection that is going to fill a gap. And what I'm seeing is a heart with cracks and kind of like glue, gel, making this all piece. So what I'm seeing, like if a vase cracks, let's say, and you glue it all back together, a lot of the time that vase, however you say it, there's so much more personality to it once it's glued back together. There's so many more angles and the light catches it differently. And that's what I'm seeing, but in the shape of a heart. So this does, I don't normally do love readings, at least not for like a whole sign. I don't concentrate on love readings unless it's an individual reading, but we're going to get the tarots and we're going to clarify, but there's definitely love coming through for you this week, Aquarians. And I am a cusp. I am a Pisces Aquarius cusp. I'm, depending on where you are in the world at the time that I was born, I could be either or. So, knowing my personality, I don't think this is going to be a new partnership for romance for me, but a new pet absolutely is a possibility. Let's see, though, what tarot has in store for us. All right, so what is our mindset for the coming week? Okay, yeah, all right, we'll take them both. The Hanged Man and the High Priestess. Ooh, okay, you have been sitting on the sidelines for a bit, Aquarians. I'm feeling that you have really, you've been living kind of solitarily for the last little while, whether or not that's the last few weeks, few months, or few years. But two major arcana, that's, this is, it feels like it's been a while, to be honest. All right, hopes and fears is the Emperor, okay. Needing to be in control, which I understand. Let's see, what do we have for obstacles? The Sun, okay. This is all major arcana, which is wild to me, and I assure you, I have shuffled, I have meditated, I have been through this deck multiple times. That's all right. So your foundation is the Page of Wands. Okay. Get the rest of them here. Your environment is the King of Swords. Your future and advice is 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords. What is going on, Aquarius? And your surprise is the Six of Pentacles. Wow. What the actual... Okay. Current mindset and the feeling for the week. Got the Hanged Man and the High Priestess. So the Hanged Man is sometimes being stuck somewhere, but it's also a new outlook on life. It is looking at things from a different angle. It is taking a step back, taking a pause, reassessing, which, come on, we know Aquarians all the time. I don't know about everybody else, but I am my own worst devil's advocate. It takes me forever to make a decision because I have to look at every last little itty bitty thing, which, you know, doesn't go well with the Pisces in me. But mixed with the High Priestess, they're very similar cards. The High Priestess is always, I think of her as my Mother Teresa card. So if anybody doesn't remember Mother Teresa, she was a nun, and she had no fear at all. She helped, no matter how disease-ridden an area was, she was always there for children. She was, you know, in just all over the world. She was one of, as far as I am concerned, one of the most amazing women that this planet has ever seen. And the priority for her was making the world a better place. The priority for her was always making the world a better place. And I'm feeling like although we do this in our everyday, day-to-day, we are the counselor, we are the guide, we are the ones that always have a bit of advice for someone if they're asking for it. And we try to give them all the perspectives, right? We try to provide proper guidance that suits the person, right? But sometimes they can be a little bit, you know, a lot of time people don't want it to hear advice that goes against what they're thinking you'll give them. And I'm feeling that you are being surprised. I mean, the surprise from the universe this week is the Six of Pentacles. Maybe something is coming back, something that was over and done with. Whether that's a relationship, whether that's a belief system, and with the partnership, with our Oracle card, it could be someone from your past is coming back. It could be someone who is no longer with us that maybe has been trying to communicate. maybe it's memories of this person that is no longer with you, that is like, maybe now you're at a point in your life where you're able to understand where they came from, and it's kind of giving you a new perspective. So your hopes and your fears are the Emperor. And we like to be in control. The Emperor, a good Emperor, is someone who guides his people while being their father. You know what I mean? You have to let your children make their own mistakes, figure out their own issues, their own solutions. And with the hopes and fears, with the Emperor, honestly, it feels like you've been waiting for something. You've been watching and waiting. This is what it feels like. There's been this sense of watching and waiting and deciding and looking at it from every angle. This is not procrastination. This is not wanting to take the wrong step forward. But your obstacles are the sun. So your hopes and fears and your obstacles, like, really, as far as obstacles are concerned, you can't, like, it's the sun. That's the happiest card in the deck. That is a bright future. That is warmth. That is, like, the sun provides us with vitamin D, makes it so that everything on this planet can grow, can thrive. If the sun was blocked out for too long, and even on a very cloudy, rainy day, the sun is still out. The sun is always there. So I'm not feeling any obstacles. I think the biggest obstacle is you, is us Aquarians. I think the biggest obstacle for this week, maybe you're looking too much for the shiny, happy results, right? We have a tendency to determine, to think in advance of what we want the outcome to be, which is why we take so long to make a decision, is because we want to make sure that all of our actions lead to that particular outcome. But I'm feeling taking a different look at things. I'm feeling that, yes, you are the daddy or the mommy or the leading person in your life, whether or not that's your family, that's your work, your business, your community. You are a leader. And it feels like this week, what you are leading needs just a slightly different perspective. Having that slightly different perspective is not going to take away from your leadership. It's not going to take away from you being able to be there for those that you love, for those that you respect. But maybe you're getting some help. Maybe, because we've got the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords in the future and the advice. And I mean, they can be seen as very negative, obviously. The 10 of Wands is carrying a burden that is about to break you. The 10 of Swords is about being stabbed in the back. It's about feeling cheated and deceived and lost. But with our overall theme for the week, and just the way the cards are coming out, I'm feeling like if you can accept that help, if you can take that new mindset, it feels like this time around, you getting advice, you getting help, you getting somebody else to be the emperor for just a few minutes, letting that person, that thing into your life, that partnership, letting that partnership in, because these are the tens, you've been feeling that, but it's over. So whatever you've had to do alone, whatever you have been contemplating and feeling in your mind, in your heart, any doubts that you may have had, once that perspective shifts, once you have that assistance from the outside, these are going to drop. These are going to be gone. The next one, the next are the page, the king, the queen, the knight, but the next one really is the ace, right? When you drop this, when you let this go, when you get your new perspective, then you get the ace. Then you get the gift from the universe. The universe is trying to give you a gift, and I feel like that gift is going to come in the form of a person or an entity that is going to be like a guide for you. That you always play the guide. And it's time, it feels like it's time to be a little bit of a student again. Your foundation and your environment, Page of Wands, King of Swords. So the Page of Wands is that passion. That's what I'm feeling, this partnership, this passion. Something new is coming in. It's not a new thing. It's a new person. And it feels like you were always kind of the one to come up with the ideas. You were always the one to come up with the plan. You were always the one to make the schedules and pack the lunches and all of the beginning of it, because it never felt daunting to you, right? Making lunches for your family just feels amazing. It makes you happy. Or being the person that brings coffee and donuts on Fridays to the office. That's just who you are. But with the King of Swords in your environment, it feels like the person that's coming in, the entity, the thing that is coming in to give you a new perspective, to give you a fresh idea, to kind of help you along your path. It feels like it's coming not necessarily from the past, but I feel like the surprise for this King of Swords, what's in your environment, this does feel like a person coming in. It feels more like a person than anything else, but it could be something else, but I'm really, really feeling person. It doesn't feel like this person's from your past. It feels like this person reminds you of somebody from your past. This is someone with a good head on his shoulders or her shoulders. It is masculine energy, of course, but it feels like could be a teacher. But I'm not getting teacher vibe. I'm getting more of a like your rock. Aquarians, have you been missing something? Been missing someone? Have you kind of been missing an energy in your life? Because I feel like that energy is coming back. That sense of being alone, that sense of, and this is not to say that you resent having to do everything yourself, but it feels like you are going to have someone new come in, and that new person, maybe it reminds you of a parent or a grandparent, or a favorite uncle, favorite aunt, that may no longer be with us, or maybe you guys live really far away from each other, and when you were a kid, you got to see them all the time, and now they moved to a different country or a different city or a different province or whatever it is, and you don't get to see them as much anymore. And it feels like somebody that's reminds you a lot of that person is going to come into your life. It feels like you are going to be able to let go, and you never considered anything a burden, but it feels like you're going to be able to let go of some of your responsibility and truly, you can do 10 things really, really good, or you can do 5 things excellent. And it feels like you've been doing 10 things really, really good, and this person is going to come in to kind of take some of that burden off of your shoulders so that you can do a little bit less, but you're going to do it so much more. You're going to feel so much more yourself. It's going to feel so much more balanced. It's going to feel so much more right in your heart, in your soul. And it doesn't feel like it's a person from the past. The surprise is going to be that this person that is going to come in, it's going to be like, I don't want to say soulmate. It could be soulmate, but it feels, and I get it, there are no cups on the table, but this is still how I'm feeling. This is still what I'm getting from it. It feels like this person is your rock. This person is your soulmate. And soulmates are not just romantic. This rock, this sounding board, this partnership is going to feel like the yin to your yang, I hope. But in any case, it is going to be something that you need to really let yourself flourish. That is what I am feeling for us for this week, my Aquarians. Yeah, I'm not getting any other messages. I'm getting the rock. The rock. Hey, maybe it is the rock. Who knows? But it feels like it's your rock, and it feels like you are going to be able to do even more without being responsible for even more. And I hope that makes sense to everybody watching. So, Aquarians, please let me know how this week goes for you. Let me know who this person is, if this person does come into your life, or maybe this person was kind of already there but was not as significant in your life. They were a bit player and now they've turned into a main player. Let me know who that person is. Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know if this speaks to you. I appreciate all comments. I appreciate any thumbs up, any likes. If you feel so inclined, please hit that subscribe button. If you would like a personal reading, my contact information is in the description box. So please reach out if you'd like a personal reading. I hope, Aquarians, you all have an amazing week, and I will see you soon. Hugs and kisses.